Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a reading based on a topic: what is the next chapter of your life looking like? Whenever you come across this video, this reading will be extended on Patreon, and let's get into it. Pile number 1 is on your left, pile number 3 is on your right. So take a minute, tune in, see what you're drawn to the most, or choose number 1, 2 or 3, and I'll see you in timestamps. Hello pile number 1, let's see next chapter of your life. Today we have only 2 cards, one card from El Goliath deck and the other one from, I believe it's called the Gift of Life Tarot. Let's get into it. Let's see next chapter of your life. How is it looking? By the way, this is going to be extended on Patreon, so whoever needs longer reading or more information, find me on the other side. We have the Queen of Swords, and she's called the Baroque Queen in this deck. And we also have the Father of Fire, which is the King of Wands. Let me tune in. In this reading, I will be mostly tapping into the cards, the images, the visions that I'm getting. And if you want to call it half-channeled reading, you can. Let's see what's coming for you. Pile number 1. Now, when I'm tapping into your energy, the next chapter of your life feels very serious, but as well, there is a lot of fun to it. And specifically what I'm seeing in my vision, I'm seeing someone very focused on their work, on their knowledge, on some sort of practice. So maybe you are developing your skills and you're seeing results. Maybe you are very focused already on your careers, and I'm seeing a lot of rewards coming your way. There's a lot of knowledge and wisdom coming through in the next chapter of your life. But together with that, I'm seeing work, career, knowledge is being prioritized. But at the same time, I'm seeing someone having enough resources to travel. So it's not that we are stagnant and life is too serious. By using our skills and our knowledge, we are able to do things that we like doing. So it feels to me as if the next chapter of your life is adventurous, but at the same time you have responsibilities to take care of, and it's not that you're dreading to do them. It feels very enjoyable. So say if you didn't like a job that you have right now, or if you're looking for a new hobby or something to get interested in, I really feel like you're finding exactly what you're looking for. I'm also seeing someone who is very respected in their workplace. Someone's knowledge is being appreciated. Together with this, you are becoming much better at taking care of yourself. When I'm looking at this Baroque Queen, I'm seeing these beautiful accessories that she's wearing. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl watching this, it feels like your self-confidence is growing, but that self-confidence is growing because of your wisdom. You are very comfortable talking about things that you have learned about, and you want to develop, and you want to grow, and you want to know more and experience life. And it feels like there is a sense of pride in the next chapter of your life. And together with that self-confidence, we're seeing someone who might be changing the way they look, their hair, their appearance in some way. Maybe some of you are going to go and do some sort of procedure. Maybe some of you are going to change your style slightly to suit you internally. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing someone who is finding peace, resolution, or strengthening a bond with one particular family member. And whoever this person is, and this is someone who has a good sense of humor, this person, and feels like two people are becoming stronger together, or maybe talking about things that they haven't talked about before. For example, if there is someone in your family who is terrified of being vulnerable, you'll probably hear from them telling you things that you haven't heard before, and maybe opening up to you, or you, if you are that person, you are opening up to them. If you struggled with your throat chakra previously, I don't see that continuing anymore. I'm seeing someone who is very good at speaking and writing and expressing themselves in their everyday life overall. And this goes especially for people who have been actively focusing on that. How do I express myself in my everyday life, or how do I express myself in my work? People are listening to you, people want to know what you have to say. But I don't see you sharing this wisdom or knowledge just to share it. I'm seeing you sharing this wisdom and knowledge because you need that you need it for yourself. There is a goal attached to this. If I do that, if I speak up, or if I share my knowledge, then I'll be able to get there. Then I'll be able to get that. Let's see what else. Pile number ones. I like this next chapter of your life because you're very driven. You're very driven, you're very focused. And especially for those people who used to doubt themselves, I don't think this is continuing. It feels like you are very goal-oriented and you have that fire and spark in you to get exactly what you want. I'm seeing people picking up a skill, either developing an existing skill and becoming really good at it, or picking up a new skill, wanting to learn about something, picking up a new tool, and I want to know how to use it. It's a very curious chapter of the next life, and it's very enjoyable, but at the same time there is a sense of pride and seriousness to that. I am proud of what I'm doing. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of what I am sharing with the world. Now, this is very specific and this is random. This is for maybe a couple of you watching. If you couldn't visit your family for a long time, say if you live like 10 hours apart, or it's a really long distance between you two, I'm seeing you being able to visit your family or family members visiting you. An example I can give you what I'm seeing here, someone who lives, for example, somewhere in, I don't know, New York, and their family lives in, let's take India, for example, right? So it's a long way, and we're able to travel. It doesn't necessarily have to be a family member. It's someone that you really care about, someone that you dearly miss, that you are able to see. I'm also seeing people coming back to their hometowns for visitations, and that period of time will be necessary. Once you'll be home, or somewhere that you call home, quite a nostalgic place I'm seeing, you will be able to pick up something there that you have left. Would it be energetically? Would it be a conversation that you didn't have and you're going to have? Anything like that. There is a need, almost, I'm sensing there is a need for me to go back somewhere. There is a need, I'm being pulled there. For a couple of you here, I'm seeing you completely changing. Now, again, jumping into specifics, be discerning if that's yours or if it's someone else's. I'm reading collective. Someone is completely changing their lifestyle. Say if you lived in a city, in a flat, you want to live in a van, or you want to live in a hut in a forest, and I'm seeing someone starting to work on that to make it a reality. A lot of people in group number 1 are very goal oriented, and you will see that come to fruition. Let me see what else here. Someone is taking a very a very interesting trip. Maybe this is something that you are deciding to do on your own for some of you, or in order for you to explore culture that you haven't explored just yet. And if you're going on that trip, it feels like that trip might be a life-changing trip for you. There's something that you realize on that trip that completely changes your life. And it changes your life in a good way, because I'm seeing a lot of peace coming your way. So that was a quick check-in to see what is your next chapter looking like. If you want to see the extended of this reading, find me on Patreon, and for the rest of you, have a beautiful week. Until the next time. Hey pile number 2 people, let's see the next chapter of your life. What is happening next? Whoever has chosen pile number 2, we have only 2 cards here today. The first one is from El Goliath deck, and the second one, it's called the Gift of Life Tarot. Let's get into it. You have the Queen of Pentacles. And you have the Ten of Earth. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is intense. Let me sit with this for a minute. I was intending to only have 2 cards, but for pile number 2 I might need to pull 1 or 2 more, because there's like 5 different scenarios hitting me at once, and I'm trying to narrow it down here. First thing first, the next chapter of your life is freaking abundant, especially financially. Or if you are looking to create a family, if you're looking to build your life with someone, you are definitely doing that. Next chapter of your life feels really secure. I'm hearing I am safe, I am secure emotionally as well as financially. I am with people who I consider my family. If you are single, I'm seeing you finding a person who you want to spend the rest of your life with. Now, for those people who are married, I'm seeing that you may witness someone. If that's not you, then this is someone who's very close to you. For example, your husband or your wife. Someone is becoming really wealthy in pile number 2. Wealthy, but it doesn't feel stressful to me. It feels like whatever I've worked on already, or what I invested my time and energy in, it's finally bringing in a lot of resources. So maybe some of you are already planning now where you're planning your money moves. Maybe some of you are already sensing it, that something is coming my way and it's big and it's good, and I'm not sure what it is. This is one of 2 things. Either your life's partner is coming into your life and you're building something very valuable together, or you are becoming very successful at what you do. Would it be a career? Would it be a hobby that turns into your business? Would it be existing business bringing in quite a lot of financial resources? And throughout this time, it feels like you are guided. Look at the King of Pentacles here. There are crystals on this lion's head, tiger's head. Is it? Yeah. I always get confused. And you know deep down that the moment you start making intuitive choices, taking intuitive steps, and you're giving in completely to your intuition, you're going to go exactly where you're supposed to be. If anyone is struggling financially right now, we have butterflies all over the place. It seems like they're bringing in that pentacle. You can expect your financial well-being to improve. There is no need to worry about that. If you need help with anything, that's somehow connected to your material world, there is gonna be loads of opportunities to receive that help that you need. I'm seeing someone starting a family here very strongly. Or for example, if you feel lonely, if you lack in friends, I'm seeing you open to bring in new people that you call your family. It feels like for some of you, you subconsciously were already, maybe for some of you, you made it conscious already, I'm not sure. But it seems like someone was asking, someone's soul was asking for a change in their life. And your cards here are saying be careful what you wish for, because that's exactly what is coming in next with those butterflies. Transformation. Okay, I'm also seeing someone doing something online. I'm seeing a screen and someone sitting and looking at the screen, either editing or, yeah, I'm seeing editing. Would it be video or pictures? Someone has a connection to the screen here, and whatever they're doing on that screen, it seems to be bringing in financial opportunities. It could be as simple as sending the email to someone and getting a job that you want, or winning a competition, saying you see an advert for something, you go, oh fuck it, I'm gonna send the email and sign up, let's see what happens, I have nothing to lose, and then bang, a couple of weeks later you get news that you are chosen. Quick success, unexpected success, pile number 2, especially financially. I'm also seeing what may happen here in group 2. You may hear news from a family member that will be very heartwarming. Something is happening within the family dynamic that is very heartwarming, and that changes the dynamic of the family. Some sort of good news might be coming in. I'm also seeing someone meeting a person who is very influential. Whoever this person is, they are an old soul, and they're able to give the best advice or service that you need or you are looking for. Let's pull one more card from El Goliath deck. Next chapter of your life. Next chapter of your life. 2 cards wanted to come out, and we'll take them both. Okay, that wanted to be reversed. We have expansion, the shedding snake, as well as 9 of swords. Now, if anyone had any issues with your emotional, mental well-being, or both, it seems like you are healing big freaking time. You are healing big time. Someone is coming out of emotional or mental turmoil. Someone might have been depressed or super anxious, or some sort of trauma was coming to the surface to be looked at, and they are able to leave that aside. I am becoming new. Again, we have the snake, shedding snake, as well as we have butterflies. Expect a drastic shift in your life, especially mentally, as somehow your perspective on something that might have felt traumatic is changing. So I don't know, again, if I keep staring at this woman here, if you are meeting someone who will be able to help you heal, because any healing is self-healing, we have people out there who can guide us through that healing, but it all happens internally within us. We are doing the work. And it seems like whatever work is being done here, it drastically changes someone's life. Especially if someone was, or they had insomnia, they were depressed, they were super angry about the past event. It feels like I'm making peace with the past chapter of my life. I am setting myself free. Yes, it might have taken me a minute because we have a turtle right here. It does take time when it comes to healing. It's not like it doesn't happen overnight. And we continuously have things to heal. So I always remind people, maybe you want to watch a video on a healing that I've done some time ago. It's called We Are Never Fully Healed. If you go on my main page on YouTube, you will see that. Maybe you need to hear about that video. There is something that might be beneficial to you there. I would say go ahead. If you're going through something difficult right now, go ahead and listen to that video. But you understand that it takes time, and something cannot be done overnight, especially if you've been carrying something difficult with you for a long time, or something was stressing you out for a long time. But resolution is on the horizon. There's also going to be a situation where you'll want to go either by the water or in one particular place that will give you quite a lot of insight. So listen intuitively, listen to what that land, what the water is trying to tell you. During that time, you are very open to channeling. So you might not think much about it. You may think that you had an idea, but it was as if it's coming from someone else. Okay? So I'm going to extend this on Patreon. It's quite an interesting pile. We'll see what else will be coming through. But for rest of you, have a beautiful week. And until the next time, tribe. Bye for now. Hello tribe, pile number 3. Let's see, what do we have here? I'm only using 2 cards here today. The first card is from the Gift of Life Tarot, and the second one is from El Goliath Tarot deck. So let's see. You have the Hanged Man, the Suspended Monkey, and you have the Father of Water, which is the Father King of Cups. Next chapter of your life, guys. Quite a spiritual chapter of the next of your life next. What is coming through here for me is peace, especially for those who felt like they couldn't find peace or they couldn't settle. Next chapter of your life feels really tranquil, feels really peaceful. You can put your feet up, you can relax. There is going to be a time where you'll feel that you'll have to just take a moment to stop and look around yourself. Look what you have. Look what you have gained so far. You know what I heard in my head? I think those words were by Sadhguru, where he says, you come in this life with nothing. So whatever you gain throughout this life is just a bonus. So you're always in plus. Because when you come, you have nothing. So here I have this vibe of someone's next chapter where they feel super freaking peaceful. Now this could be to do with some sort of retreat you're going on, or practice that you're doing, maybe everyday meditation. Maybe there is some sort of technique or routine that you are developing for yourself that works wonders. And there is this sense of gratitude of how much I have. There is a sense of peace. This reminds me of the vibe of the yogi. Reminds me of a vibe of someone who is in deep trance, in deep meditation. Everything is blurred out and they're just very focused on themselves. They focused on their body. Anyone who had any issues with their physical body, it feels like we are finding resolution. But whatever this key thing is for your physical healing, pile number 3 is, it seems like this can be found within. I'm hearing quantum field. Maybe you're interested in Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. Maybe you are deciding to go somewhere abroad and to learn from people how to meditate, and that meditation is somehow very connected to physical healing. Maybe you are coming across information. Would it be online? Would it be a book? Would it be someone who connects you to someone else? You're finding a herb that you need. You're finding a diet that works best for you. And there is this sense of peace and healing, but healing on a physical level mostly for pile number 3 that takes place. And once your physical body feels good, everything else starts feeling very graceful. I'm also seeing someone meeting a person. It could be a new person that you're meeting on this path of your life, who has to cross paths with you because they might be some sort of a teacher to you. They don't have to be an actual teacher. This just might be, for example, a stranger on a street. You exchange a couple of sentences, but you never forget them. And whatever they say to you, it might feel like it was channeled from your guides. And sometimes this happens, and when it happens, it's quite wonderful. You know that this is not coming from this person. They might not even know you on that level. Or you know that this is not them telling you things. You know that this is coming from somewhere else. And there is some sort of life-changing or very important meeting that is happening here for pile number 3. By the way, make sure when you are going through this physical as well as I think energetic, I don't want to call it the healing, I want to call it strengthening your physical and energetic bodies in the next chapter of your life. Make sure you drink enough water, because I keep staring at the glass of water on my desk and I really want to drink it in pile number 3. So cheers to you. Take a sip with me if you have water next to you. What's happening also, I'm seeing some sort of purification here. Pile number 3s. I don't know if someone is deciding to detox, change their diet. Again, there's something to do with the intake, something to do with food. Would it be, I don't know, alcohol or cigarettes or drugs? If anyone struggled with that, it feels like they are finding a much better replacement for a habit, or for, I'm hearing also for some of you, obsession maybe with someone, or addiction. Remember, we don't just get rid of an addiction, we replace it with something else, right? And we cannot just completely clear a slate. It doesn't work like that. You replace it with a better thing to do instead of what you used to do. And it feels like there's something changing within your physical body because of the choices that you're making in the next chapter of your life. And this might be because you are coming across a piece of information, or something happens in your life, or you meet that person that you have to meet who acts like an inspiration to you. First, I'm seeing someone saying signs already in their life. I keep being shown that I have to do this, or I should quit something, and it's like my face is being rubbed in it. There are a lot of signs about that. And the more we resist in pile number 3, the more you will be able to see what to do or what not to do. You're gonna start seeing very clear signs from the people. Would it be random encounters? Would it be something that you see on the screen? It's gonna be right in your face. And once you start digging into what is being shown, you're somehow able to slightly change your perspective on some sort of habit. that you had before that you want to change for your own highest good. And with that, your perspective on your life changes. Let's see what else. I don't know why I saw a child riding a bike. If you have children, I'm seeing you very focused on child's psychology in the next chapter of your life. Maybe someone is pregnant watching this, and that if that's the case, congrats. Maybe someone is trying to get pregnant. I'm seeing someone being very interested in psychology. It doesn't have to be only children, but people who are maybe not as capable of doing some things. For example, how does someone's brain work who has ADHD or PTSD or anything like that? Someone is really wanting to dive into psychology, and that helps them understand who they are, but also who they grew up with. What was the dynamic of the family? What is the dynamic of my own family if I have one? What is the dynamic and relationship that I have with myself? So this is deep for pile number 3. The next chapter of your life is very self-reflective. You're gonna be shown that you need that time. For example, if you kept running before, something is happening where you have time just to sit and to focus on other things. And a lot of you are being pulled spiritually to focus on your bodies, your minds, overall your well-being. I have to become stronger, I'm seeing here. I have to become stronger. You might have been drawn to one more pile. If that's the case, that's your confirmation. If you are not, just leave it be. The next chapter of your life is tranquil, but you are the one who is creating that. And you're also becoming very intuitive. If you think you're intuitive now, you're going to be much more intuitive in the next chapter of your life. You also, those who struggled with vulnerability, you have opportunities to practice what you've learned about yourself. If you set a goal for yourself, I want to become more vulnerable because that is blocking me off of deep relationships with people, you are getting someone in your life, a new connection that you can practice that on to see how open your heart is. And for a lot of you, you worked through this already. And if you're looking for love, for romantic partnership, there is a big possibility that this person is coming into your life. So I'm going to extend this on Patreon and see what else we need to talk about here. If you want to, find me there, all links down below. And for the rest of you, have a beautiful week. Bye for now.